Hey, you guys. Hey, it's Kat, the course builder here. I'm going to do just a little bit of testing just to make sure that you all can see me, you can hear me, and we are good to go. All right. Those of you all who are new to me, I am Kat, the course builder, and I am using a little bit of a new technology. So we're going to do a little bit of testing just to make sure that we are good to go. So let's see what it is. All right. And you know what? Every time I go live, all of a sudden my nose starts itching. All right. Let's check it out, test it out, and see what is happening. Hey, you guys. Hey. Listen, can you give me a comment down below just so that I can see? I'm using a new technology and I want to make sure that I can see you and hear you. Hey, Amalia. Okay, so you can see me on YouTube. Okay, awesome. All right, so let me see if I can get. Thank you so much for the feedback. I see you. I see you. All right, Amalia, can you do me a favor, please? It's telling me that I am live on TikTok. And you might have to look at it on desktop. Can you see if it looks like I am live on TikTok? Let's see. Oh, it's saying that I'm live on TikTok. Wow. It looks like I am live on TikTok. Let me come back over here. Okay, thank you so much for checking. Thank you so much for checking. Thank you so much. Listen, you guys, and hopefully you all can see, I am using a new technology today. Sometimes you have to keep up with the times and use technology for what we can use it for. And hi there. Hey, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Am I live on TikTok? My TikTok folks, if you can see me live, let me know. It looks like I am, but I'm not 1,000% sure. I think I'm live on TikTok. It looks like I am, at least on desktop. All right. But if I go over to my mobile, I am not sure. Clear and load. Clear and load. What does that mean? Lord. Oh, I'm live on both. Awesome. Clear and load. What does that mean? Clear and load. The connections are good on both sides. We can hear you well here and on TikTok. Thank you so much for the feedback. I appreciate that. That's awesome. All right. So do y'all want to know what I'm using before we get started? Today, we're going to be talking about packaging your courses for companies and schools. All right. Should we talk about that a little bit first? Okay. All right. So I am using Amalia, I am using a technology called Restream .io. So let me put it here in the comments. Restream.io. You got it. Okay, so I just put it in the comments. Just let me know if you can see it in the comment section. That is the technology that I am using right now. And I actually used Restream years ago, years and years ago. And so I had not looked at it in a long time. You got it? Okay, perfect. I had not looked at Restream in a long time, but then someone recommended to me that I relook at Restream. And sometimes you have to go back and look at new technologies just to kind of see, see how they have evolved. And it was really, really easy. Okay. So I always start with the lowest level of the paid product. Okay. Always start with the lowest level of the paid product and see if it's going to do what you need it to do. And if it does what you need it to do, then you don't have to upgrade, okay? Or master the lower level first. And once you master the lower level, then you can, upgrade, or go to a higher level with them if you feel like that's something that you need, okay? But it was very, very easy to set up with Restream. Like I just clicked on the three places that I wanted to stream to, and so it was TikTok, and that's actually what got me interested in trying a new technology anyway, was that I wanted to be able to stream to TikTok as well as YouTube together, because as we don't know what's going to happen with TikTok, okay? We have no idea what's going to happen. So we want to make sure. And so I'm also going to check to make sure that I am streaming on Facebook. Okay. It says, let's see if I am streaming. In fact, I am streaming on Facebook. Look, I see myself right there. Yay. All right. Very good. So let me just come over here. All right. So I am streaming live on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, which is amazing. And the other thing, those are my three main platforms, okay? But they do have other platforms that you can connect to as well, such as Twitch. Those of you all who use Twitch, yeah, it's amazing, right, Amalia? You can it can connect to Twitch, and it can connect to I should come over here and see. And what's also really great about this is that you can share your screen. I won't be sharing my screen today, but you can share your screen, your screen, and do a whole lot of other things. So now that I know that it works, I will look at some other places that you can actually connect to here on Restream. All right. And it's really not, and the price was reasonable. The price is reasonable. So I usually get like a month or two at a time just to test out a new technology to see if, before I decide to get married to it. All right. So I went ahead and just paid for 1 month, and I will pay for another month as well, just to kind of, continue to use the technology and test it, okay? And then I'll decide if I'm going to actually keep it. But it does have additional technologies, and I'm looking at it over here on Facebook, and it's coming through so clean and so clear. It's really fantastic, actually. I'll go back and look at the replay on TikTok just to see what it looks like on your end, But I'm going over here to Restream right now just so I can tell you all of the places. It says that you can go live on up to 30 destinations, multi-streaming. Okay, it says you can go live on Facebook, LinkedIn, which is great too. LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, a place called Kick. Let's see, integrates with Zoom, which is great too. There are a lot of software that I do not know what they are, but the main ones they do actually connect with. I don't know if they connect with Instagram. I don't see Instagram on here right now. But that doesn't mean they don't. It just means I'm just kind of going fast because um, I'm just leaving. I'm going fast because, all right. All right. I'm just telling the class that I am live over here on TikTok and YouTube. Thank you, Amalia. I see your message in Discord. Thank you for doing that, baby. I appreciate you. All right. Let's get into the content for today. Thank you all for allowing me to do that. I love the way you connected on the 3 platforms. It's a smart move. And Amalia, here's the other thing. It was only like $20. It's only $20 for the month. So you can do a whole lot of content and cover a whole lot of ground in for that. And yes, it's totally worth it. Okay. All right. All right. So hopefully this gives everybody a chance to go ahead and come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Because we're going to be talking about something really, really important, and that is packaging your courses for companies, for schools, for nonprofits, and how you're actually going to get started with that, especially if you are, yeah. That's a good deal. They should sponsor you, Professor, after. I'm going to let them know they should sponsor me. Let me get my affiliate link real quick. Let me get my link real quick. You ain't said nothing, Amalia. I will get my link, honey. Because I am sure that they have an affiliate link. I'll post it in our Discord and I'll post it over here. Yeah, I know, right? I know, I know. So this is fantastic, especially for teaching the classes because, and listen, if they ever connect to Discord, that would be fire, fire, fire. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Very good. Amalia, what time is it over in your neck of the woods? What time is it over in your neck of the woods? I see that a few folks are getting ready to come into the classroom. Now look, I cannot read no military time. I don't know what time that is. Hold on, I got to put up my finger. 16, let me see, 12 o'clock, 13 o'clock. You know we don't do, look, Amal, you trying to be funny? Okay, hold on. 1 o'clock is 13, 2 o'clock is 14, right? 3 o'clock is, look, I done already messed up. 3 o'clock is 15 and 4 o'clock is 16. Is it 4:20? Did I get it right? Is it 4 p.m.? 4 Okay, very good, very good, very good. All right, y'all. I love it. I love this. I love this so much. Okay. This is fantastic. It was super easy to set up. It took me literally like 2 minutes. I actually was going to pay for it earlier in the week, but I got caught up and busy and I just didn't get back to it. But now I am here and I'm able to, this morning I was scrambling to try to get live. Let me see. Get your music heard. Amalia, can you hear that? Do you hear music? Amalia, do you hear music? Look, I'm gonna be listen. I'm gonna be playing with this thing all day. Y'all gonna be sick of me. You can literally play music in the background on this software. I just look. you can play music in the background. And you can switch music. You can play any kind of music you want. This mind blown right now. Look, I'm all off topic right now. Mind blown. OMG. So not only can you stream in several different places, you can put on some background music. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? And you all can actually hear my background music? What? You can hear my background music? That is crazy. That is insane. Wow. Okay, if you all are just if you all are just now coming in, oh my gosh. And not only that, you can upload your own music too. That is y'all, I'm done. I am completely like totally impressed with this. I am so impressed with this software. This is insane. Look, I just put the logo up there. Look right there. I just put the course launch logo up there. And what's really fantastic about this is that you can do this stuff in real time. Like you can be on the screen and streaming and do all this stuff at the same time in real time. This is crazy. Hi, Victoria. It's 5:20 in Nigeria. Welcome, Victoria. Okay, let me get into it. It's even look right. That is crazy. Crazy good. Okay, y'all, I digress. Okay, let me cut the music off. That is insane. That is insane in the membrane. Okay. But I'm going to leave up the logo. I'm going to leave up the logo. This is so insane. And look, you all, oh, look, we can see your comment right there. I can see your comment. Can you see the, I think we could see your comment. Okay, there's your comment. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's over. Game over. Okay. Just know you can see it. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Okay. Very good. Let's get on into it, y'all, because I can be playing with this thing all day long. I love technology and I love new technologies. And so this is just like mind blowing. Restream, y'all did that. Okay. Y'all did your big one. Okay. Totally impressed. Totally impressed. Okay. So I guess I will start off with course launch. For those of you all who don't know what that is, you see the comments? Yes. Hey, Dr. Nabia. What's up, lady? Nice to see you, honey. Okay. So listen. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Just know that. Prepare to be completely nauseated because now I'm gonna be using this thing like every day. I'm gonna go live just so I can use this thing. Okay, just know that. Okay, but course launch. Let me tell you guys what that is, because I'm super proud of course launch. Course launch is our nonprofit. So those of you all who are new to Cat the Course Builder, you're new to KTCB. You know that get eCam, you will lose your mind. I don't think I can take no more, Dr. Nabia. I just don't know that I can take any more. Okay. But I'm an Android girl, so I don't know. I do have a Mac though. I do have a Mac. I do. So yeah, I'll get totally lost in the sauce. I will get totally lost in the sauce. But I love this. This is amazing. All right. So I'll have to, take my colleague to lunch because she was like, check out Restream. And I was like, check out Restream. Yes, check out Restream for sure. But those of you all who may not know, you all know that Cat the Course Builder, you know that KTCB is an agency, and we built courses for some of the most recognizable brands in the world: Walmart, Uber Eats, Verizon, Ocean Spray, the federal government, nonprofit, schools, and all the things. And we have helped literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of everyday amazing experts in their field. Someone just told, I just told someone about your courses. Awesome. Thank you, honey. Thank you, babe. Um, and so that is what we do on the agency side of the business. We help everyday experts and entrepreneurs just like you to put your expertise out there in the world through courses. Okay. But what you may not know is that we also have a nonprofit. We also have a nonprofit, and it is called Course Launch. All right. Course Launch is has been around for about 4 years now, and Course Launch is our nonprofit that is heavily invested in workforce development. We help folks who are wanting to and needing to work from home. And so we help them with digital literacy, digital business literacy. We help them to set up their online courses. We help them with their understanding the digital landscape. These could be seniors, these could be veterans, peoples with disabilities, people who are at a certain economic level, who may have issues with housing security, maybe not able to have the transportation that they need to get back and forth to a job. Maybe they have some kind of health concern that prevents them from actually physically getting out and going to a job. So we do a lot of workforce development, helping those who want to get a job in the digital space or start a business in the digital space. Okay, so hopefully I said that clearly. And as part of the nonprofit, we have a Center for Faculty and Instructor Readiness. Okay, it's called the Center for Faculty and Instructor Readiness, and I'll get the link and put it over here just in case anybody's interested in checking that out. But in the center, we offer classes and courses for those who you didn't know about the nonprofit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And so so you might want to sign up for that. It's completely free to sign up for the center. I just put the link right there in the chat. And we have classes, we have courses for those who want to teach what they know across the digital landscape. And we put a heavy emphasis on those who want to teach others who may not be able to get out into a traditional workplace setting. Okay. So as part of the Center for Faculty and Instructor Readiness, we have our new spring classes are listed in the center. One of those classes is what we're going to be talking about today. That is packaging and positioning your course for sales to companies and schools and nonprofits. So if you're not sure, if you know that you have a course and you're like, wait a minute, a company could use this, a school could use this, a nonprofit could use this, but you don't necessarily know how to put that together. We have a class coming up through the center that you can, and matter of fact, it's next Saturday. I am building a course now, thanks to you. Oh, I'm happy, baby. I'm so happy. We've been riding together a long time, haven't we? Well, listen, if you're ready to take that course and license it to a school or a business or a nonprofit, remember that you don't just have to sell your courses to consumers. There are businesses that could use your course. There are schools, there are programs, there are nonprofits that need the same thing. Okay. But okay, you're going to check it out. Victoria, there is a discount code. Okay. Let me give you guys the discount code. If you decide to get, it's next Saturday. I'm teaching it next Saturday. I know, baby. Here's the discount code right there. I just put it in the chat. Okay, but the discount codes are limited. Okay, so if it's something that you think you want to do, go ahead and do it like as soon as possible. Okay, because I don't know how many discount coupons are left. I don't even know. All right. If you're catching this on TikTok and you're watching this on TikTok and you're like, wait a minute, I can't see what she's putting in there. Don't worry about it. Okay. All you have to do is click the link around my bio and you'll see the list of the spring classes. You just told your friend, yeah, that's right. Not just consumers. You don't want to think about just consumers. Okay. So all you want to do is click the link around my bio and you'll see the list of all the spring classes. Next Saturday, I'm teaching. I have 2 sessions. One is at 10 a.m. and one is at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, use the discount code Hillman Talk. Okay, please sign me up, Professor. Okay, you have to sign yourself up though, Amalia. Okay. Reach out to me privately because I know that you're out of the country. So we'll figure out a way to make it work for you. Okay. I know you're out of the country, but you should still be able to to do it. Okay. The Hillman Talk is the discount code for that, and it takes 50% off. Yeah, licensing is definitely where it's at. You better believe that. Okay. So next Saturday, that's what we're talking about. You got it, baby. Next Saturday, I'm teaching 2 classes. Okay, on packaging your course for companies and schools. Okay, because I can't go through the whole thing today, but we're going to get into it today. We're going to start talking about it today, and then y'all can come to class next Saturday. Okay. 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. I'll be talking about it this week, but that way we can actually be in a room. We're going to be on Zoom. I have a presentation for you all, and then I'm going to take some Q&A from you so that you all can start packaging your courses to be licensed, okay, to companies, to schools, to nonprofits, and the like. Okay, so let me just repeat that. If you are on TikTok, click the link around my bio. If you are catching this on YouTube or Facebook, then let me put the link in the chat. I should have done that already, huh? Let me put the link in the chat, but there is a discount code. Okay, there is a discount code. It's going to ask you for the code. All right, there's the direct link. There's the direct link. I just put it in there, and the discount code is Hillman Talk. Okay, and that'll give you 50% off at the checkout. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. We know that there is the consumer market that we can start offering our courses to, and that's what a lot of you all are already doing. You may already be thinking about, I'm going to sell my course to individuals like parents or members of an organization or women between the ages of 35 and 55, something along those lines, right? Or you're going to sell your courses to in just people across the internet, right? People who are coming on to Facebook or YouTube or TikTok or any of the other social media platforms that they might be scrolling through. However, you want to start thinking about licensing your course and packaging it for companies, schools, and nonprofits. That is where you are offering your courses in bulk. That's where you're offering them to organizations that are going to license 50 at a time, 100 at a time, 200 at a time, depending on the department, the how many employees they have. You're licensing it to multiple people all at one time through an organization, a company, a school, a nonprofit. That's where you get paid up front in bulk for an annual license. Typically, it can even be a multi-year license. Okay, so you can do multi-year license, you can do 1-year licenses with them, but either way, they tend to pay you up front because they already have a budget for it. This is different from the consumer market. Okay, the consumer market doesn't always plan for what they're going to be purchasing. But businesses and schools and nonprofits, they do plan ahead. They have a budget line item for training, for courses. They already know that they are going to need to train the people that they are serving, whether that's employees, whether it's members of their organization, it could be members of their church, it could be veterans, it could be people with disabilities, it could be whoever it is that they are serving. They already know that they have to invest in training. Companies just have to invest in training. Okay. So what does that mean for you? That means that you want to have your course in a position to be able to offer to them, because you cannot offer a consumer course to a business. You cannot offer a consumer course to a business. You can't offer a consumer course to a school. It's not apples to apples. It looks different. It feels different. There's a little bit of a different, there's different language involved when you're talking to them as opposed to when you're talking to consumers. So for example, let's say you have an online course that you've been offering to consumers. Consumers know that as an online course. That is the language of consumers when it comes to teaching or consuming a course that they bought, that they expect to be able to go through independently, by themselves, self-paced, online course. But when you go over to the business side, they don't talk about online courses. The language of business is e-learning, electronic learning, e-learning. So you need to understand that the language is different, because when you package your course and you're pitching your course to a company or a school and you go over there talking about online courses, they're going to look at you weird, okay? Because that's not the language of business. That's not the language of corporate, even though you're talking about the same thing. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, just give me a yes cat in the chat. If it makes sense, just give me a yes cat in the chat. Just give me a yes cat in the chat. That does not mean that you have to, completely revamp your course. It doesn't mean that. But it means that when you go to package it and pitch it, you have to speak the language of the people that you're talking to. That's what we're going to be talking about next Saturday. All right. I'm also going to be giving you all a workbook with the language that you need. You're going to be getting a workbook, those of you all who are coming to the class next Saturday. I'm going to give you all the language that you all need to use when you are pitching and packaging to a company or a school. You have to speak their language. When in Rome, you got to do as the Romans do. Thank you for, I see the yes cats in the chat. I see the yes cats in the chat. Thank you so much. I want you to be prepared. I want you to be ready. Okay, because those of you all who are in my mastermind now, they are already getting results. They are already, we haven't been together 3 weeks, and they're already getting calls back, meetings set up with the Boys and Girls Club, with the YMCA, with nonprofits, with schools. They are already getting the calls. Okay, so I want you all to be prepared when you, and here's the deal. You probably already have these people in your Rolodex. Now I know I'm dating myself when I say Rolodex. Okay, I know y'all ain't got no real Rolodex that y'all flipping through. I know you don't. Okay, but y'all get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You already know these people. You already have connections with people who you either work with, or you used to work with, or you know somebody. You have a cousin, you have a friend, you have a colleague that works at a hospital, or works at a school, or works at some kind of nonprofit, or works at a church, or does something, or leaders that you could be pitching your program to. Y'all, you already have it. I challenge you right now. Go through your Rolodex. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop it. Go through it and start writing down all of the people that are associated with a school, a nonprofit, a company, right? An organization that you belong to. Start writing them down. Hey, Alicia. Hey, baby. Okay, start writing them down. You already know these people. Slight delay on YouTube and TikTok. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Thank you, baby. All right, write them down. Let's start packaging what you already have. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing next Saturday. I'm going to give you all a checklist of what you need to do with your current consumer course to make sure that it is ready to be pitched. You all already know these people. Just like the folks who are in my mastermind, they already have connections, or they know people. And if you don't know people already, then there's a process for getting people that you don't know. It doesn't matter. Do y'all know that these people are already looking for your program? They're already looking for your program. And look at what's happening. Y'all see what's happening with the Department of Ed, right? I know you do. I know you do. All the shenanigans and tomfoolery. But listen, this new administration promised that they were going to come in and tear apart the Department of Education. They told everybody. They told everybody this a year ago, 6 months ago, and in November. And it's happening right now. Okay? You cannot turn on your TV right now. You cannot turn on your TikTok, your YouTube. You cannot turn on anything without seeing what is happening with the Department of Ed. Will there be a replay for those who can't make it? Yes. But there are 3 different time slots, Dr. Nabia. Okay? For that class next Saturday, there is a 10 a.m., there is a 3 p.m., and I believe there is a class during the week. If you click on, if you go to either courselaunch.org, or if those of you all who are on YouTube, click the link in my bio, you will see that there are like 3 different, let me see if I can get it for you, time slots for that same course. Let me give it to you here. That way you can see the time slots. When I tell y'all I'm loving this Restream, Restream is my new boo. Okay. All right. If you click that link right there, those of you all who are on TikTok, all you have to do is click the link in my bio, click on upcoming live events, and the course next Saturday, there are 3 different time slots. During the week works. Okay, pick the one that's during the week. So once you pay for it, don't forget, use the discount code. Once you pay for it, you're going to get an email that asks you what time slot you want. Just pick the one that works for you. But I will be there, okay? These are live. So I will be there during these classes. And you might be asking, well, Kat, why are you doing so many? Like, why are you doing, like, why don't you just do one? Because of the sense of urgency, you all. The sense of urgency. Now more than ever. You all, I am in this business. I've been in this business for over 10 years. I've been an instructional designer for over 20 years. There is already a higher demand. The demand is coming. The demand is here. The demand is here. And I was talking about this the other day. Don't let this moment pass you by like COVID. When COVID happened, a lot of people were not prepared, and rightfully so. They just didn't know that it was coming. They did not know that what was about to happen, and that everybody was going to be locked down and forced onto the internet. But those of us who were ready for it, we were already ready. So this class is different from our Monday class. Yes. Your Monday class, your Hillman Talk classes are about building your courses. Okay? Getting your courses built. This is different. This is a course about packaging and pitching your course. So yes, this is different from Monday's class. Monday's class, those of you all who are in my Hillman Talk classes, we are squarely focused on building the product. But after you build the product, you have to package it and get it out there to people. And that's just not what we're covering in this class. This class is about putting your course together, okay? So yes, this is different. Thank you for asking the question, okay? So we were not ready. A lot of people were not ready for COVID. They weren't ready for COVID. And so by the time COVID hit, people already, when people were looking for courses and classes and trainings online, those of us that were ready, we were able to service those people. Everybody else was trying to play catch up. How do I get my course done? How do I do this? How do I do that? It was too late. It was kind of too late. So don't let this, what I consider to be another catastrophic event, don't be behind the 8 ball saying, oh my God, how do I offer this? How do I do this? I'm telling you, I am going to give you all the blueprint for how to do that in this class. How to package and pitch your course to nonprofits, schools, and companies. Don't be behind the 8 ball this time. Okay? So when you come to class next Saturday, or either I don't have the schedule in front of me. You all have to click on that link and you'll see the schedule. That particular class, let me see. Let me just go over there and look. How to package and sell your course to companies and schools. Let me see the schedule. Next Saturday, you can pick either, okay, Wednesday, February 12th. This coming up Wednesday. So you can come to that class February 12th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. Okay. It's also offered next Saturday at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Okay. Everybody got that? Okay. So how to package and sell your courses to companies and schools, Wednesday is the first time you can come to that class, 6 to 8. But you can also choose to come next Saturday, 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. or 3 p.m. It is, let me see what you're saying. You said we got to be ready. They are putting it in front. They are putting it in front of you. They're not lying. They're not lying. And so what does that mean? What is going to happen? That's why I'm doing so many of these, okay? And for the next 30 days, I am going to be squarely focused on helping as many people as need help to get their courses on point. Okay, so Wednesday, you can come to the 6 to 8. Saturday, come to the 10 a.m. or come to the 3 p.m. next Saturday. Okay, you pick. It doesn't matter. Use the discount code Human Talk. It's not a Human Talk class, but that's the code I decided to give you all. Okay, so we know that there is already a response to what is happening. That response is that no longer, because the Department of Education does a whole lot of stuff, whole lot. And now that the onus is getting ready to be put on all of these states that already weren't doing a great job, that were already broke, they already don't have all the things that they need for these students. Who you think they're going to come to? Who you think they're relying on? You, not somebody else. It's on you, boo. These nonprofits, they're going to be coming to you, and you are going to be able to go directly to home schools, charter schools, micro schools. You already can do that. But where are they going to get these programs? Have it ready. If you have a program that, yeah, it absolutely, 100%, Amalia, 100%. It's time to get ready. Get your stuff in gear. Okay, your courses and y'all put your courses down in the chat. What are you all teaching? Because I can guarantee you, no matter what you're teaching, there is a company that needs it, a school that needs it, a church that needs it, a program that needs it, a YMCA that needs it, a veterans group that needs it, a nonprofit that services people with disabilities that needs it. What kind of courses are you all teaching? What's your topic? And I know there's a little bit of a delay, so y'all can just put it down in the chat when you get it. If you're over there on TikTok, go ahead and put it down in the comment section, okay? What is your topic? Because I can guarantee you, it doesn't matter what it is. It's going to be needed. It's needed now. So I'm going to be talking to you all in this class about how to position it. That course that you have sitting over there on Teachable, okay, Alicia says, I'm getting ready to make a slew of mini courses. Super excited. Yes, honey, that's what I'm talking about. A slew, okay? That's what I want to see, a slew, okay? I love that word, slew. Get a slew, okay? Get a whole slew, because this is what is going to be needed right now. Start offering. Okay, so Coach Luana says recovery from narcissistic abuse for women. Coach Luana, I love that. I love that, because this is what's needed. Nonprofits. Can you think of any nonprofit? I bet you, if you go to Google right this minute, look in your very area. Who needs that? Who is already serving women? Don't forget about the corrections facilities. Don't forget about them. Don't forget about the nonprofits that are serving these women already, that you're going to be able to go to and say, hey, listen, I've got a program to help with overcoming narcissistic abuse. Okay, I Am Tallboy says, I'm torn between consumer tech and travel on a budget to Europe. So here's the deal, consumer tech. What consumer tech, like what kind of tech for consumers? Tell me what kind of tech. Tell me what kind of tech. And in terms of travel on a budget, so here's how I want you to think about it. Who needs to know how to travel on a budget to Europe? What kind of organizations would need that kind of support? Companies that have employees that travel overseas. Not everybody is working with a travel agency. Some of them are, some of them aren't. And even if they are, they don't know how to necessarily navigate, because a lot of these departments are internal. They don't necessarily know what you know. Tell me what kind of consumer tech you're talking about, I Am Tallboy. Christian Masterclass, discover the realms of the spirit with healing and personal development. I love it. Churches buy a lot of programs. If you want to offer it to churches, I absolutely 1000%. And Amalia, what you can do is package it for licensing. If this church has 100 members, 500 members, 1,000 members, you can go to them and say, hey, for 1 to 25 licenses, it will cost this much. For 25 to 50 licenses, it will cost this much. 50 to 100, you get me? And so you're just going to package it as a licensed program for churches, but not just churches, nonprofits that have a Christian foundation. There are a lot of faith-based nonprofits out there. In fact, a church is a type of nonprofit. Okay. So I Am Tallboy, what consumer tech are you helping people with? Because I guarantee you there are companies that are using that same technology that need exactly what you need. Just because it's for right now, you're positioning it for consumers, but why can't you position it for companies? Why can't you position it for people, companies that have people that work from home? I would like to market it to churches as well. Okay, great. Churches are a great market. And I'm going to tell you the other thing about churches. The beautiful thing about marketing to churches is that there isn't a lot of red tape with churches for the most part. Okay. There is not a lot of red tape. So in the workbook that I'm giving you all for next week's class, in the workbook, I'm going to give you all the titles of the people that you're going to be pitching to. Okay, I'm going to give you all the titles. Thank you for your feedback. Oh, of course, of course. And churches are great because there isn't a lot of red tape. You can get directly to the decision makers. Explaining the latest trends and news and simplifying it out. Rollouts and new practical tech products. I do a live show, but it's not getting the traction I am expecting. So I think what you're saying, and I Am Tallboy, let's look at exactly what you are offering. Hopefully you'll be able to come to class next week, and I can look and see exactly what you're offering. Okay. Latest trends and new simplifying technology. I think that's what you're saying. Rollouts of new technology and new practical tech products. Okay, so what I would like for you to do, I Am Tallboy, is start looking at those type of technologies. Who is using that technology other than consumers? Other than consumers. Some consumers are not the end all be all. Consumers, you know, are a whole different, you know, conversation. But what you want to do is look at who is using that technology within the corporate setting, businesses, schools, churches. Who else needs to know that other than consumers? Who needs help with those type of technologies? I don't know what kind of technologies you're actually dealing with. That's why I need to actually see what you're doing. Okay? So hopefully you'll be able to come to class next week, okay? Because I want to actually see what you're doing. Okay? But you guys, here's the deal. That a lot of times the course that consumers are not necessarily interested in, businesses and schools and nonprofits are 100% interested in. They're like, oh yeah, we need this. Because a lot of times they are behind the times. You think that just because it's a business that they are on top of it? No, not necessarily. Ask me how I know. Some of our biggest clients have been huge global businesses. And you would think, oh, they already got their stuff together. They're good to go. No. Not all the time. Not a lot of the time. They'll have it. They'll have the departments. They'll have the people, but they don't have the right training. They don't have the right, and they're not up to date. A lot of times they're behind the times. Y'all know, y'all work for these companies. Okay? So don't assume just because they are big that they have everything they need. They don't. A lot of times they don't. Okay? So let's get back into it. All right? So packaging your courses, pitching your courses to companies, to schools. The one thing that you really need to do is make sure that you are speaking their language. I'm going to give you all the language that you need to speak. Next week, when we get, I will send you a message connected to what I have. I just have to package it. That's it. That's it. Repackage it for a new audience. New audience. I'm telling you, the same. Like I have a client right now. He was offering his leadership courses to consumers, and consumers were not really buying it like that. They were like, yeah, leadership. Yeah, I need to be a better leader. La, 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 la. They were consuming his content. They were listening to it, but they weren't buying. They weren't buying. That's right. That's right. It is smoke and mirrors. And they weren't buying it. But then as soon as he started offering it to businesses, he got a lot of traction. As a matter of fact, right now he is licensing it to one of the largest human resources organizations in the world. In fact, the largest. The largest. Okay? I have another client. She was offering her mindset course to consumers. And they looked at it and they, did a little bit here. She might have sold a course here, sold a course there. Okay? But it wasn't enough. So, but as soon as she offered that same mindset course to a company, guess who she offered it to, y'all? Google. Google has her course. It could be that same exact course, and you just don't know. The consumer market can be a little wishy-washy sometimes. They kind of go with the flow. They kind of like, yeah, they ebb and they flow, and they have interest here, interest there. And a lot of times the consumer market feels like they can just go to Google and figure it out, or they can go to ChatGPT and figure it out. Da 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 da. Businesses and schools, they don't have that same mindset. They want to hear from people who know what they're doing. They don't have time for that. Y'all see what I'm saying? So how are we going to package it for schools? Look at what's happening. This is why we have the courses that we do right now through the center. All right. If you're interested in seeing, in getting into that course that I just told you all about, I put the link down there. Those of you all who are following me on TikTok, who are watching this on TikTok, click the link, use the discount code Hillman Talk to get in. Choose one of the courses, either Wednesday, come to the Wednesday class, come to one of the 2 Saturday classes. Okay, if you're one of my Hillman Talk students, this is separate. This is different. This is not that. Okay, but it's connected to what you're doing. In class, we are building out the courses. But this is about packaging it and pitching it. If you're not sure how to do that, get into this. Get into this class next week or Saturday or next Saturday. Okay, so what's happening with the Department of Education, what's happening, and that is having a ripple effect across sectors. Okay, remember the Department of Education does a lot, and there is a lot of training and courses and all kind of things, right? And people are no longer going to be able to necessarily go to the federal government for a lot of the things that they were used to being able to come to them for. I'm trying to support where I can. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. I'll see you in class next week. All right. So I want you all to be prepared for putting it together. Don't be behind the 8 ball this time. There's no excuse. These people have already told you what they're going to do. They're already doing it. Turn on the TV. Google Department of Education. Look at what's happening. It's already happening. Okay? Even if your course is not specifically for children, it doesn't matter. It could be for teachers. It could be for firefighters. It could be for people with disabilities, veterans. Look at what they're getting ready to do to the Veterans Association. They're next. The vets are next. The seniors. They're already in there doing it. If you can teach how to whatever, fill in the blank, how to be healthy, how to, manage medications, how to, self-care. Huge. If you can teach or do team building activities, if you have something to do with technology, it doesn't matter. Have it ready. Have it ready. Have it ready. Okay, because they're already looking for it, and they're going to come to the private sector. They can no longer depend on the federal government for these things. Okay. All right. So for those of you all who are new to me, I'm going to recap. I am Kat, the course builder. Okay. I have over 10 years of experience as with my agency. We have an agency that has built courses for some of the most recognizable brands in the world, including Walmart, Uber Eats, Verizon, Ocean Spray, the federal government, and those are just a few. Those are just the names that you would recognize, including schools, nonprofits, churches, across all sectors. I've been an instructional designer for over 20 plus years. And I am telling you right now is your time. If you have been struggling with putting your courses together, if you have been struggling with pitching them, if you have been struggling with, how to get it out there, how to sell it in bulk, you haven't been having as much success with selling it to the consumer market, and you're ready to start offering it to these companies that need you, these schools that need you, these nonprofits that need you, these churches that need you, then make sure that you get into my class next week on how to package and pitch your courses to these folks. Okay. It comes with the workbook. If you can't make it, yes, you'll get the replay. Okay. So I put the link there. I'll put it here one more time. All right. Use the discount code Hillman Talk. Okay. Let me put it right here. Hillman Talk. Those are my folks who are on TikTok. You all already know what it is. Hillman Talk. That is the discount code. All right. There are limited discounts, so get yours, okay? Before everybody takes all the discounts. All right. All right, you guys, listen, I am Kat the Course Builder. This is your time, baby. This is your time. Okay. So I hope to see you all in class next week. My class, you all already know, my Hillman Talk classes, you all already know. Go ahead, continue working on your homework. I'll be checking your discussion posts later on today, later on this evening. I saw some discussion posts in there already. They look amazing. I'm going to be giving you all some feedback there. But this is a supplementary class that will help you all to actually sell what you are creating in class. Okay. All right, you guys. I hope this was helpful. I'm so excited. Even though these are some treacherous times that we are in, I am excited for you. I am excited for us. Those of us who are going to get a chance to learn from you, to grow from you, these organizations where you might not have been able to get a foot in the door, you're now going to be able to get a foot in the door. Now you're going to be able to get that foot in the door because they're not going to be able to go to traditional places. They're not. They're going to have to come to you. All right. It's always been a thing, but now it's going to be more of a thing. And I want you to be ready. Okay. All right, you guys. Until next time, thank y'all for coming in. Thank you, Restream.io. Thank you, guys. Stay on course. See you soon. Now, how you turn this thing off? Oh, there you go. Bye, you guys.